Hello, I'm Niall Sands, President of Plantbased Foods. I've been in this role since January of this year, having previously worked in our special nutrition business, leading some of our global accounts, and prior to that, Commercial Director in South Latin America. Today, I'm going to steer you through our plant-based foods business and how we are building a profitable new industry segment. Today, plant-based foods is the fastest growing area of retail grocery in key markets across the world, albeit an emerging category. Taking root in the early 1980s, these last few years has seen an explosion of activity, both in plant-based dairy and in particular in plant-based meat. Emerging and affluent Asia, coupled with an increasing world population, has resulted in increasing consumption for traditional meat products. Interestingly, while Asia has increased consumption for traditional meat, Europe and North America in particular has started to pivot away from meat towards a plant-based diet driven by concerns with health and well-being, climate change, frequent food safety concerns in the meat supply chains, sustainability and animal welfare. Generation Z and millennials are the core consumer group, but they are already influencing other consumer groups to move towards a flexitarian or lessitarian lifestyle. There are numerous players active in this space, approaching it from different angles, from traditional food and ingredient companies to universities, investors with millions invested in 2020 alone, and innovation ecosystems. In AAK, co-development has been our approach for some time now, and we believe that we are stronger together working with customers and consumers to bring new products to market confidently and efficiently. This approach is very much the mantra in plant-based foods. Collaboration, both formal and informal, by parties coming together with their respective expertise, recognising that technical and culinary challenges are significant, how to develop a great eating experience with respect to taste and texture. As previously mentioned, the percentage sales growth in plant-based foods is outpacing that of total grocery. When you drill down into the individual categories, you can see just how fast these are growing versus the standard equivalent. This is not isolated to 2020 alone. This trend has been continuing for a number of years now and is forecast to continue to grow aggressively in the years ahead. And with changing consumer patterns and behaviour, we see the innovative and progressive food industry reacting to fulfil the needs of these shoppers. Various projections illustrate the growth of plant-based meat expected to grow to 140 billion by 2030, almost twice that of plant-based dairy. CPG companies are active, looking for opportunities in the M&A arena, extending the portfolio to include plant-based offerings, or where they do exist, they're increasing production capacity to meet demand. All signals of a healthy category with a strong future. Similarly, we see retailers acting accordingly as well, with new private label ranges or increasing shelf space as announced by Tesco and Asda just recently. Food service is adapting as well. In fact, the food service channel, in our view, will be as important as retail to plant-based foods. And with that, from QSRs to sandwich bars to casual dining chains, we are seeing an increasing number of menu options to choose from. The cumulative effect is creating more choice, but importantly, it also creates more awareness to pull new consumers into this category. AAK has been very busy in the plant-based food segment. The world over, we have commercialised new business with new and existing customers on every continent and in each of the main subcategories in both retail and food service. The removal of dairy fat and animal fat from products poses quite a challenge in plant-based foods. Therefore, the need for sustainable plant-based oils and fats are critical to the development of these products. Much more than that, it's also critical that they deliver against the taste and texture expectations consumers expect, especially non-vegans, as we endeavour to keep these consumers in the category, with our ambition of making Meatless Monday a more everyday occurrence. Our strategic ambitions in plant-based foods is underpinned in our efforts to build a global business unit. Acting globally but adapting regionally, we share formulas and recipe development knowledge along with application best practice globally. But recognise culture and taste is local. Therefore, our local CI centres play a significant role in engaging with customers in San Francisco, Shanghai, Sweden and São Paulo. Investing in talent. We are investing in talent to help us build success to ensure we have the right competencies and behaviours to succeed in this dynamic market. We're co-developing our portfolio. Plant-based food is a very broad, transcending many traditional categories. Therefore, we are co-developing with partners in key categories, extending choice. We're developing global process technology. We're finding new ways, new innovative ways to create fat delivery systems that give the sensory experience consumers crave in terms of juiciness, mouthful, succulence, and appearance. Plant-based foods has found a natural home in AAK. With our long heritage in working with plant-based oils and fats, we understand profoundly the role of oil and fat with respect to health, sensory, functionality. Moreover, there are distinct overlaps with other key areas of AAK, namely health and nutrition. We'll continue to see the launch of new products in the market with a health and plant-based position, augmented by COVID in the weeks and months ahead. Sustainability. Consumer briefs often come anchored in this key criteria, and responsible sourcing with respect ever more so to the planet and animal welfare. To support our efforts in plant-based foods, we announced in recent days two key enablers. AAK has joined Mista as a corporate member. Mista is a San Francisco-based food innovation optimizer. We're leading branded food companies, dynamic and innovative startups, along with specialist peers from the ingredients industry, come together with a shared mission of finding a better way to innovate in food. We are very excited and we look forward to contributing. We will build a dedicated centre of excellence in the Amsterdam region of the Netherlands for plant-based foods. This asset and the daily working practices it will provoke will support our efforts to really gear up our plant-based foods business. The vision is that together with our customers, we navigate through each stage of the new product development process to bring great tasting plant-based food and beverages to the market, speedily and with confidence, supported with 2 pilot plants, a sensory suite and a customer culinary kitchen. When you pull all that together, we expect plant-based foods to be a profitable new industry segment for AAK, driven by differentiated fat solutions providing a functional and sensory experience to customers' products, volume growth as the categories continue to grow through increased market penetration and frequency of purchase by consumers, partnership accelerating the commercialization of innovation with disruptive startups and leading CPGs, investments in process technology to deliver our solutions in new ways, and investments that put our customers at the very heart of everything we do with a dedicated and fully equipped centre of excellence. Thank you very much.